Quickly to the air is Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
He finds his man complete. It's McLaughlin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he will have the Broncos first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Williams. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result, defensive tackle.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Hey, good pick, bro. Good pick.
Possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Gibson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. We can look at this Bronco defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get this down to the 38. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
first and 10 at the 39
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, 39 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, right back to Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Off play action. It's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Yeah, he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Howell. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go, here we go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Wilson. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down, Howell back to pass. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Powell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. Second and 2. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Howell's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, Hal loses it. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd and short now following the fumble. A give up the middle to Gibson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my...
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 85 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On second down, here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A first down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season is because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person.
And now here's another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
Commanders 35, Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action now. Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's a gain of 30.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is.
Hey, bro, I got like errands to run, and you got this shit clearly. You mind if I just concede? Check your DM me, bro.
Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Ain't even no point. Good game.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And Howe will throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down, Howell now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
That's good for our Denver Broncos.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the commit.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.